Life is full of amazing people. We encounter individuals who bring joy, laughter, and positivity into our lives. These are the friends who stand by us, the family members who support us, and the colleagues who make our workdays brighter. They are the ones who make life truly special. But let's face it, we all run into folks who can be a little, well, selfish. These are the people who seem to have a knack for making everything about themselves. They might not even realize they're doing it, but their actions can leave us feeling drained and unappreciated. These are the people who always seem to put their needs first, no matter what. Whether it's taking the last piece of food without asking, cutting in line, or talking over someone else, their behavior can be incredibly frustrating. It's as if they live in their own little world where only their desires matter. Dealing with these kinds of people can be really tough. It can feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells, trying to avoid conflict while also standing up for yourself. The stress and tension can build up, leaving you feeling emotionally exhausted. It can leave you feeling frustrated, angry, or even taken advantage of. You might start to question your own worth or wonder if you're being too sensitive. These emotions are completely valid, and it's important to acknowledge them. That's why it's so important to learn how to handle selfish people. There are strategies and techniques that can help you navigate these challenging interactions. Whether it's setting boundaries, practicing self-care, or seeking support from others, you have the power to protect your own well-being. You deserve to protect your own well-being and happiness. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Remember, your happiness is just as important as anyone else's. Remember, you can't change someone else's behavior, but you can definitely learn how to manage your reactions to it. By staying calm, being assertive, and prioritizing your own needs, you can navigate these situations with grace and confidence. After all, you have the right to live a life filled with peace and happiness. So how can you tell if someone is truly selfish? It's not always easy, but there are some telltale signs. Selfish people often have trouble seeing things from anyone else's perspective. It's all about them and what they want. They might interrupt a lot, dominate conversations, or dismiss your feelings. They might always expect others to do favors for them, but rarely return the favor. Sound familiar? Remember, it's not about labeling someone as bad. It's about recognizing patterns of behavior that can be hurtful or disrespectful. Dealing with selfish people can feel like navigating a minefield. Every step could trigger an emotional explosion or lead to a dead end. The unpredictability and stress can be overwhelming, making it difficult to maintain your own peace and direction. But don't worry, there are ways to handle these situations and protect yourself. Many people face similar challenges and have found effective strategies to cope. First, stay calm and neutral. When you encounter selfish behavior, breathe deeply and center yourself. This helps you respond thoughtfully, rather than react impulsively, preventing escalation and giving you clarity. Getting angry will only escalate things. Anger clouds judgment and makes it harder to find a solution. Try to understand the other person's perspective, even if you don't agree. This can de-escalate the situation and open the door to productive communication. Second, don't be afraid to say no. Assert your own needs and boundaries. Saying no doesn't make you selfish. It means you are taking care of yourself. Practice saying no firmly, but respectfully. You have the right to set boundaries and prioritize your own needs. Clear boundaries protect your time, energy, and emotional well-being. Communicate them clearly and consistently. Third, focus on solutions, not blame. Assigning blame leads to conflict and resentment. Shift the focus to finding a solution that works for everyone. This fosters a more collaborative environment. Instead of dwelling on their selfishness, find a compromise that works for both of you. Compromise means finding a middle ground where both parties feel heard and respected. Lastly, sometimes the best solution is to distance yourself. If selfish behavior continues, step back to protect your well-being. This can mean taking a temporary break or permanently distancing yourself. Your mental and emotional health are paramount. Let's say your friend always invites you to events at the last minute, expecting you to drop everything to accommodate their schedule. That's a red flag. This kind of behavior shows a lack of consideration for your time and priorities. It can be frustrating and make you feel undervalued. It's important to recognize these signs early on so you can address them before they become a bigger issue. Or maybe you have a coworker who constantly takes credit for your ideas. That's not cool. This can be particularly damaging in a professional setting where recognition is key to career advancement. It can lead to feelings of resentment and demotivation. If left unchecked, it can create a toxic work environment where trust and collaboration are eroded. In these situations, it's important to speak up. Addressing the issue directly can prevent it from escalating. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's crucial for maintaining healthy relationships, whether personal or professional. Being assertive doesn't mean being confrontational. It means expressing your needs and boundaries clearly and respectfully. You could say to your friend, "Hey, I'd love to hang out, but I need more notice next time." This way, you're setting a boundary without being accusatory. It shows that you value your time and expect others to do the same. It's a way of teaching people how to treat you. To your coworker, you might say, "I'm glad my idea helped, but I think it's important to acknowledge everyone's contributions." This not only highlights the issue but also promotes a culture of fairness and recognition. It encourages others to be more mindful of giving credit where it's due. Remember, clear and direct communication is key. It's the foundation of any healthy relationship. By addressing selfish behavior head-on, you can foster an environment of mutual respect and understanding. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and set the standards for how you want to be treated. Effective communication can transform your interactions and lead to more fulfilling and balanced relationships. Imagine you have a beautiful garden. You wouldn't let anyone walk all over your flowers, right? Your mental and emotional well-being is like that garden. Setting boundaries is like putting up a fence to protect it. It's about knowing what you will and will not tolerate. Don't be afraid to say no to requests or demands that make you uncomfortable or drain your energy. It's okay to prioritize your own needs. You deserve to feel safe and respected in your relationships. Learning how to handle selfish people effectively can dramatically improve your life. It's like taking a deep breath of fresh air. You'll experience less stress, frustration, and resentment. You'll also start to attract healthier, more balanced relationships into your life. When you set boundaries and communicate your needs clearly, you're showing people how you expect to be treated. Remember, you teach people how to treat you by what you allow. It's easy to feel guilty about putting your own needs first, especially if you're naturally caring and empathetic. But remember, self-care is not selfish. Think about it this way: you can't pour from an empty cup. You need to take care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally in order to show up fully for others. Make time for activities that recharge your batteries, whether it's reading, taking a walk in nature, or spending time with loved ones. Dealing with selfish people can be challenging, but remember, you've got this. By learning to recognize selfish behavior, setting healthy boundaries, and prioritizing your well-being, you can navigate these situations with grace and confidence. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and communicate your needs. Remember, you deserve to be treated with respect, just like everyone else. And never underestimate the power of a good support system. Surround yourself with positive, caring people who lift you up and make you feel valued. You've got this. Please like, share, and subscribe for more emotional wellness and self-care tips videos.